Sorry, I just realized it stopped recording 10 minutes into it, so I will just go back to the current slide that I was on and continue from there. So from what I saw, we looked at the plants already for variation. We looked at the Wolf River apples, told them that it was a specific one species of Wolf River apples, and asked them to observe any differences between one apple and another. Then I wanted them to look at animals as well, specifically the peppered moth, and I specifically chose the peppered moth because that is a species they will be looking at in later lessons in this unit, and I wanted them to become more familiar with this specific species. And I also asked them what they observe with the difference between one moth and another. And you will notice at the bottom I asked them to write down the genetic variations they see in the Wolf River apple and the peppered moth species in their science journal under the category Explain. Again, with the animals, I want them to both write down what they observe and also do a think, pair, share on this. Now, let's explore more of this phenomena with some science friends. I say that each person will be given an elaboration guide, and that this will have questions that follow the video they are about to watch, which I have attached right here, and that they will be filling out an elaboration guide as they follow along, and they will also be we will be pausing the video from time to time to discuss these questions. I will not be doing that in this video because there will be no discussions following this because there is no other students here, but in a real world situation I would be pausing it. And then I wanted to just emphasize that after they have written down all their answers, to write the title of the selection, elaborate, and tape the elaboration guide into their science journals. So let's go and check out this elaboration guide. It again is going to have the answers on it, but we will just be looking at this side by side. Hold on one sec. Is it good? Hold on one second. Okay, and we're back. So I have pulled up the elaboration guide with the answers, as well as the video, which was made in sponsorship with NSTA, which is the National Science Teachers Association, a well-renowned organization for science teachers. I also put on this video, I made sure that the closed captions were on, specifically in Spanish for our ELL students. And with that in mind, I will just start the video. I have specific selections in mind in this video so that we do not go too far in the lesson into either survival or reproduction, just variation. Cute little intro. Okay, now let's look at the second part that I wanted to show the students. Let me scrub on down there. Okay, looks like it's right about there. Okay. Okay, ignore this. There we go. Now that is the section that I wanted to show them for the video, as well as the elaboration guide questions. And let's move on. Okay, now we are looking at the evaluation part of the lesson. Now, depending on whether or not they have been introduced to the science journals, I may have this slide either at the end, after the questions, or before the questions, but for this one, I just assume that they have been introduced to the science journals before and already know the routine for this. So I say, in your science journals, write down the answers to these questions. Make sure that you number them the same as they were written on the slides. Once you have the question, once you are done with the question, make sure you have the date, page numbers, section numbers, and the guides, depending on if they are group guides or individual guides. They